Imagine that you are currently performing your rowing session on the water, including the Flexomega system. On the display of your smartphone, you can see your live performance data. If you're asking yourself, so what? How can I interpret this data? What is this information telling about me as a rower? Then this video will help you answer these questions. In the following couple of minutes, you will get a short introduction into the data analysis with the Flexomega system, with a focus on the rowing profile. But why should you even know about the rowing profile? Well, I'm sure you are following a goal with your training. You want to be the next Olympic medal winner in rowing for your country. Or you're trying to improve your fitness level and you would like to track your progress in detail. Or maybe you just want to brag about your performance in front of your colleagues with irrefutable facts. Whatever might be the case for you, the Flexomega rowing profile contains the data that helps you to achieve your goals. So you should definitely get to know your personal rowing profile. Some rowers probably recognize these curves from the training on an indoor rowing machine. Flexomega now offers the possibility to track these curves live while training on the water. In case of a measurement with scull oars, the app will display two separate profiles. In green, the starboard data, and in red, the portside data. On the vertical y-axis, the force of the stroke is visible, and along the horizontal x-axis, you can see the stroke angle. Let's focus on the green curve with the starboard data for a moment. The rowing stroke begins with the catch when the oar blade dives into the water and the force is applied through the arms and feet. Next, you can see the build-up phase where the force increases progressively. For the displayed profile, the oar is rotating about 40 degrees during this phase. During the second phase, the force remains roughly constant while the oar rotates around 40 more degrees. This phase is marked by the pull of the arms and the rolling seat. In the last phase of the power stroke, the force declines continuously as the rower reaches the end position where the legs are fully stretched and the arms contracted. The rowing profile also allows us to draw conclusions about the efficiency of the stroke. Because in physical terms, the depicted light blue area under the curve simply describes the energy of the stroke in joule. Therefore, the stroke is more efficient the higher the force the rower applies and the longer the stroke gets. The stroke depicted here has an energy of 315 joule. If we assume that the stroke rate is 20 strokes per minute, the mean power would be 105 watt for the starboard oar. For a comparable mean power on the port side, the rower's total mean power would therefore be 210 watt. Let's go back to our original diagram with the curves for both sides. You can see that the rower is not a machine because he doesn't row perfectly symmetrically. The starboard stroke is slightly shorter than the port side stroke, but at the same time it is also stronger. Overall, the areas under the curve are practically equal and the boat will nonetheless glide straight ahead. Let's quickly summarize all the information we can gain from the rowing profile. The force as well as the length of the stroke are visible. The different phases of the power stroke can be observed. The energy of the stroke, and from this information also the mean power can be calculated. You can see that the rowing profile is much more than simply a curve on the display of your Flexomega app. If we average those curves over enough strokes, we obtain the average rowing profile of an athlete. It will be different for every rower and can be interpreted as a kind of fingerprint of the rower. So it's about time that you get familiar with your very own rowing profile and start working on it, so that you get one step closer to your goal. For more information, please check out our website with the link in the description and make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest developments and tutorials regarding Flexomega.